Prepared, ready for our practice today. So grabbing whatever you need, grabbing a mat, a strap, some blocks, a pillow. If you sit on pillows, I need like a couple of pillows today. My hips are tight. So listening to your body too, recognizing that maybe you need a lot of support today, or maybe you don't need any support today, but finding whatever you need for the practice today that is going to help you, that is going to help you feel supported and encouraged and lifted up. All right, so finding ourselves in our simple cross-legged pose. And it doesn't matter which leg we start off with today, because we're going to get a foot massage in, so we'll be switching anyway. But maybe let's start off with a little bit of movement, just a little bit of rocking from side to side, or a little bit of front to back, as you are beginning to ground, as you are beginning to bring your thoughts to the present, bring your body to the present, find yourself in a comfortable space. Maybe you've got a bulky pillow that isn't comfortable or that's feeling a little awkward. Just finding that space, doing that little bit of movement. Super helpful for the brain, super helpful for the body. And if you are moving, let's begin to change this movement into some torso circling. So let's begin to circle the torso. And as always, you can make these circles as small or as big as feels good for you and your mobility. So maybe you've got some low back stuff going on. Maybe you've got some hip stuff going on. Maybe you've got some other stuff going on that's not allowing you to be very mobile. It's okay. Just do as much as you can do. Listen to your body and do what feels good. Do what feels good for you. Oh yeah, that feels good. All right, let's change this rotation to the other way, other direction. So rotating the opposite way. And some days it can be like, wait, how do I do that? Again, just go with it. This is your practice, listening to your body. Maybe your brain isn't attaching to your body super quick today. That's okay. That's a thing too. Listening to that, recognizing that, having patience and giving grace to yourself. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and center this. Ooh, bring this to center, sitting ourselves up tall. Let's get a big sun breath right here. Inhale and sweep this up and exhale this out. Good. Let's do a little bit of rotation with this sun breath. So inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, we're going to rotate to the right, and then inhale up. And then exhale, rotate left. Oh, inhale this up. And exhale, rotate right. Inhale this up. And exhale, rotate left. Oh my goodness gracious. Inhale this up to center. And then keeping our arms center, release this down. Good. Roll our shoulders back and roll that forward. Let's take our front foot out in front. And begin to give ourselves a nice little foot massage. So we're waking up all of those nerve endings, starting at our toes, working towards the ball of the foot. We will be working both feet. And our arch. Ooh, yeah. So maybe your arches are very tender. Maybe you've got tender toes or heel. Maybe you've got some heel stuff going on. Some itis, a bursitis, a tendinitis, plantar fasciitis, any sort of itis. Just being very kind to that as well. Working on that ankle, up that shin and calf. And that comes into our body awareness. This right here. This foot massage that we do, this is very helpful in that body awareness. This is like the cheat sheet of the body awareness, because we're like, yes, I am massaging my foot. I am feeling my feet. So that's our interoception right there, recognizing where we're feeling it, what we're feeling. And then that translates to the rest of our body, that as we move through our practice, we can begin to have that interoception, even when we're not touching ourselves. We can recognize, oh, my bicep feels that. Good. Let's switch sides. So switch those feet, take it to the other side. And let's start at our toes again on this side and working back towards the back of the foot. So working on the ball of the foot, the arch of the foot. And if there's any spot that's extra tender, feel free to stay there or just work on that. Oh my goodness, work on that whole foot. And that body awareness too, recognizing, like I just hit a point on the arch of my foot where I like felt it up here. So it's like, wow, you feel it in different spots. Again, body awareness. And you don't have to be a scientist and figure out why. Just be like, wow, that's pretty amazing that I hit this here and I felt it up here. So no need to stress out over the curiosity of it. Just be like, okay, that's cool. That's amazing. Our bodies are amazing. So just going with that. And working on that heel, maybe that ankle, and up that shin and calf. Yeah, good. Our practice, yes, it should be challenging. It should be challenging for our body. It should be challenging for our mind. It should be challenging for our muscles, for our strength, for our endurance. It should also be a safe place where you can find some rest too. So that's where you don't want to come here and say, oh, this is anxiety time. Try and switch your mindset or shift it a little bit to, oh, this is what I get to do this. And this is healing for my body, healing for my mind, healing for my soul. This is something we are called to do, this nice self-care. We are stewards of this temple, so let's be good stewards. And you are, just by doing this nice self-care. All right, simple cross leg. Set ourselves up tall. Let's do another sun breath here. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. Let's add that rotation in again. Inhale and sweep this up and rotate it to the right. That feels a little better, huh? Yeah, right after that foot massage. Inhale and sweep this up. Isn't that amazing? Just massaging those feet and then twist it to the other side. Wow. Oh, that helped out a lot. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale, twist. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale and twist to the left. Good. Inhale and sweep this up. And let's drop that right hand down. Reach over with that left. Let's keep our left glute down, left hip down. And let's get this nice reach. Maybe let's look up towards our top hand and then down towards our bottom hand. So good. Neck rotation up towards the top hand and towards that bottom hand. Up towards the top hand and down towards that bottom hand. Inhale and sweep this up. Let's drop our left hand down. So good. Reach this over. Oh my goodness. Keep that right hip, right glute down towards the floor. Good. And we're lengthening over to that left side. Let's do some rotation on this side, looking up towards that hand, down towards the other hand. Looking up and looking down. And looking up. And looking down, and looking up, and looking down. So good. Bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's take our arms behind us. So let's either clasp those hands, or if you've got the tightness in the shoulders or in your elbow joints or wrists or anything like that going on, and you need to use your strap, that's what it's there for. It's there for you to use for modifications to help you do the movements, but without the pain. So any of our props, any of the things that we're ever using, or if you're up against a wall, or if you're next to your couch, use those things to help you get the movement, get the opening of it, but without the pain of it. So let's go ahead and drop our chin to chest, and let's take our eyes to sky. And drop that chin to chest, and take those eyes to sky. Bring that head center and neutral. Let's look over one side. So looking to the right and then looking to the left. Wow, bring that back to center, drop our chin to chest. Oh my goodness. And then bring our eyes to sky again. Head to neutral again, one more time to the right, look to the right, and then to the left. And then head back to center. Shake out those arms. Let's give ourselves a big hug in the front. So right arm over left, nice big hug. And then left arm over right, nice big hug, reaching our fingers for our spine. Good, oh my goodness. And then let's inhale and sweep this up. Clasp our hands at the top. Let's press our palms towards the ceiling and lengthen up through our torso, through our arms. This can be quite challenging too, because if you're sitting like I am, you have no support behind you. So this can be very challenging for that core, for that low back, for those abdominals, for those hips. Super duper challenging. So if you're like, this is really hard. Yes, it is. You are correct. Breathe it here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Your assessment is right on. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Good, that side breathing. We just engaged our autonomic nervous system. Let's bring those arms down in front of us. Have our palms face up this time. So face our palms up, and now let's face our palms down. Let's point our fingers down and then point our fingers up. And point those fingers down and point those fingers up and point those fingers down. My pinky finger automatically wants to like do its own thing. Point those fingers down and point those fingers up. Very nice. Rotate our wrists and then rotate the other way. Good. Let's drop our arms and roll our shoulders back. Oh yeah, that's a good shoulder roll right there. And you can involve those arms as much as you want in that shoulder roll, or you can have it just a shoulder roll. I'm involving my arms today. Let's go ahead and roll it the other way, rolling that forward. And you can take that forward roll as big as feels good for you too. And then let's just allow our arms to rest on our legs, drop our chin towards our chest, and then take our eyes to sky, drop our chin towards our chest, and then take our right ear towards our right shoulder. Chin back to chest and left ear to that left shoulder. And chin to chest. And let's do a little, or not little, but half neck circles right here. Just taking this from side to side. So good. Really, really good. Waking up, warming up the upper body, those arms, those shoulders, those traps, those lats. That's your back, your neck, your jaw. Maybe you can release your jaw here on these shoulder rolls. Good. Drop that chin to chest. Lift our head to center. Sun breath up. Inhale and sweep this. And exhale it out. Let's take our left arm across to our right thigh. Our right hand comes behind us. And let's get a nice static spinal twist. So we're going to hold this right here. Breathe it. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. One more time. Big, deep inhale. And big exhale out. Good. Bring this to center. Sun breath up. And exhale. Let's take our right arm across to our left leg. Left hand down back behind us and static twist to the other side. And we'll hold it here for 2 breaths. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Good. Bring this back to center. Very nice. Roll those shoulders back. And roll that forward. Good. If you're sitting on something, you go ahead and move that off to the side because you're going to need some space just for movement. We're going to get our lower body now. So let's take our arms back behind us. We can take our feet as wide as our mat. We've got our windshield wipers right here. So let's go ahead and drop our knees from side to side. And maybe you're already breathing deeply like I am, or sighing, because you're feeling it in your hips or your quads or your glutes or your back or your wrists. Maybe this is really challenging for your arm strength today. So again, body awareness, recognizing, hey, what's going to be my challenge today? What's my body feeling today? What's it feeling like? Or am I feeling this everywhere? Or am I not feeling this at all anywhere? Are you just going through the motions today? And that's okay if you are. You are here. That is so important, so valuable. Good. Bring that right leg in front. We've got this nice zigzag. Sitting ourselves up to the center, sitting up nice and tall. Let's twist over left first. So tall twist to the left. And then we've got our big twist to the right. So nice big twist. So good. Big twist to the right. Maybe if you're hyper flexible, maybe your hip and glute aren't lifting up. Otherwise, your hip and glute are probably lifting up, and I just love that. Oh, it feels so good. This really deep stretch. And you can be using the leverage of your hands on the floor. You can walk yourself back even further. Remember, we can go comfortably uncomfortable here, not to pain, but comfortably uncomfortable is okay. Let's do some deep breathing again. So let's inhale it deep and exhale it out. Big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good, bring this to center and let's twist quick for 4. So let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last 1 and center. We're going to add in that modified wild thing. So let's take our right hand behind us, reaching our left arm up. We're going to lift ourselves up, lengthen up through this. So such a good stretch, and then drop this down. We're going to add in that breath. Let's inhale and lift, and exhale and release. Good. Inhale and lift. And exhale and release. Actually, on this exhale release, let's hinge it forward. So let's add in a front stretch now. Good. All right. So take this hand behind us again. Inhale and lift. And then release that down. Hinge it forward. Good. One more time. Inhale and lift. And release that down and hinge that forward. So good. Isn't that such, like, that's always such, like, it's like a graceful movement. Don't you feel like a swan? I don't know. Go ahead and bring ourselves back, lean ourselves back. So good. And windshield wiper it. Very good. Nice, nice, nice. Just dropping that from side to side. And let's keep our left leg in front. Sit ourselves up tall, tall spine. Twist tall to the right first. So let's get that tall twist right there. And then big twist. Oh goodness, big twist to the left. And you might have one side that is tighter than the other, maybe significantly tighter, or maybe not. But knowing that that's normal, that is very normal because we live our lives. We have a dominant foot, a dominant arm. So of course, one side is going to be very different than the other, but that's why we do this, is to strengthen both sides of our body, to get balance on both sides of our body. Good. Deep, keep breathing here. Sorry. I was like, what are we doing? We are breathing deep. And again, maybe you're feeling comfortably uncomfortable. I am on this side. Oh goodness. All right, bring ourselves back to center and let's twist quick for 4. Let's take this for 4 and center. It's 3 and center. It's 2 and center. And last 1 and back to center. Good, let's take it to that modified wild thing. Bring our arm behind us. And let's go ahead, lift this up. Good, bring this down and add that hinge forward. We'll add in our breathing too, our little rhythm breath. Let's inhale and lift this up. And exhale, release this down and hinge this forward. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale down, hinge this forward. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale down, hinge this forward. And one more time. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale down, hinge this forward. Good. While we are in this forward hinge, you can bring yourself up and look at, we're right here on all fours. So you just scooted yourself up onto all fours. Shoulders are right over our wrists, hips are right over our knees. Let's go and drop our belly to the floor, take our eyes to the sky. Oh, this nice cow. So good. Such a good spinal stretch. And then let's go ahead and round this up, take our chin to chest into this wonderful cat. Rounding that spine, hollowing out that belly. So good too. Good, drop that belly, inhale. And round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Good, bring that back flat. Let's stretch through our lats and through our shoulders. Let's lift our right arm up and let's thread the needle here. Drop our temple to the floor. Other arm comes out, palm facing down, or if you want to wrap this or bind this, you can take that arm and reach those hands for your thigh, for your back thigh. And just breathing this here, stretching through that back, through those shoulders. So many things here. And this is a slight inversion because our head is slightly lower than our heart here because our temple is on the floor while our glutes are lifted into the air, which is causing that little bit of inversion. So this is a really good pose too. Let's release our arms. Bring ourselves back up onto all fours, cat and cow again. Drop that belly to the floor. Inhale, round our spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Bring that back to neutral. Lift our left arm up. Sweep this through, thread the needle, temple on the floor, and either both palms on the floor, or you're gonna work on wrapping that around. Oh, goodness. Again, listening to your body, trying to do the same thing on both sides. Maybe that's not working, that's okay. Listening to the body, knowing, remembering that this is your practice. Doing what you can do. And just breathing this here. And bringing ourselves up, pressing ourselves up back onto all fours. Drop that belly, inhale. Round our spine, exhale. Drop that belly, inhale. Round that spine, exhale. Good, bring our back flat. Let's lift our left leg up, lengthen through that, and reach through our right arm. So we've got our bird dog, we've got our balance. It's our strength and our balance right here. Let's take our elbow to knee 6 times, bring this in for 6, and extend. Here's 5, and extend. Here's 4, and extend. Here's 3, and extend. It's 2, and extend. And last one, hold this extension. Good. Release the arm, release the leg. Let's take it to the other side. Strong left leg, lift that up. Strong right arm, lift that up. Lengthen through that. So strong whole body right here in this bird dog. Elbow to knee 6 times. Bring this in for 6. And extend. Here's 5. And extend. Here's 4. And extend. Here's 3. And extend. It's 2. And extend. And last one, let's hold this extension. Good extension. And release. Release the leg. Take ourselves back into a child's pose. Glutes go back towards heels. Lengthening through our arms. Wow, that feels good too. And maybe your glutes don't go back all the way to your heels. That is okay. Woo. Looking at our hands, let's walk both of our hands over to one side. Let's take that left hand, place it right on top of that right hand. And let's sit that left glute towards our left heel. So good. And then let's take it to the other side. So let's walk our hands over to the other side. So walking this over, and then let's take our right hand on top of our left hand. Our right glute goes to our right heel. And breathe. Very good. Bringing this back to center, walking this back to center, lengthening through that, reach through those arms. We bring ourselves up. We're going to take ourselves up. I know we did half moon on Tuesday. We're going to do it again. We're going to do our supported half moon right here today. So we're going to take ourselves to our side. We're going to bring our left leg off to the side. We are on our right leg. Let's go ahead and lift ourselves up. Let me face this way. There we go. Lift ourselves up right here. Let's go ahead and take our right hand down. Let's lengthen up through this, and this may be where you want to go today. So here is your supported modified half moon. If you want to start working on your balance and get into a fuller half moon, right there, you can lift that leg up, or you can be lowering and lifting, or holding up as much as you can and then taking a break, and then holding it back up and taking a break. We'll probably be about 3 more breaths here. So you've got this. This is a good strengthening exercise, good balance and exercise. Pose, posture, breathe with this. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. 2 more breaths. Big deep inhale and exhale it out. And 1 more breath. Big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good. Release that leg down. Let's bring ourselves back to center. Reach our arms up center. Oh, that feels good. And then let's go ahead and lean this over. So you can take that hand, and right there on this, the thigh is strong, that femur bone is strong. You just don't want to put your hand on your knee. No knee joint. We just want it on those strong places that can handle that. Oh, that feels good. Very nice. All right, let's take it to the other side. So now our right leg is out. We're on that left leg. Let's reach up through that. So good, so tall. And then take our left hand down, reaching this up. And again, this may be where you are at today, or you're lifting and lowering, or you're lifting and holding. Whatever you did on the other side, work on it on this side. And we'll do about 5 breaths. We equal about 5 over on the other side. So keep breathing here, nice and strong, breathing and balancing. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Let's go 3 more. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. 2 more. Big deep inhale and exhale it out. And 1 more. Big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good. We can release that down. Bring ourselves up center. And then we can lean this over. Oh, that feels good. Nice lean. Lean, lean, lean. And then release that. Very nice. All right. Bringing ourselves back onto all fours. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Let's curl our toes under. And actually go ahead and place your blocks where you would like them for our sun salutations when we get there. Let's see, I need to move this back. I might move myself back a little bit. All right, so placing those blocks where you want them for our sun salutations. We're going to go into our downward facing dog. Let's curl our toes under. We're going to keep our knees bent. And let's go ahead and lift our tails to the sky. So let's lengthen up through this. So good. Oh, stretching through our arms, through our chest, through those shoulders, through that neck. my goodness. Tail is lifted, spine is lengthened, and let's begin to pedal our feet towards the floor, stretching through so many things here, stretching through our calves, stretching through our ankles, stretching through our hamstrings, stretching through our whole back body. It feels really good. Just pedaling those feet. And if your legs are super tight today, or your feet or your ankles are super tight, you can take those feet wide too, like wide as your mat maybe. But let's drop all of our heels down towards the floor. Our tail is lifted. Let's go ahead and lift up on our toes. Our heels are high, and let's drop both of our heels over to one side, stretching through our ankles, stretching through our calves. And then bring this back to center and drop those heels over to the other side. Ooh, feeling that in my calves today. This is a good calf stretch. Wow. Bring that back to center. Very nice. Let's go ahead and walk our feet to meet our hands to the front edge of our mat so that we are in a standing forward fold. You can let your arms dangle here in a ragdoll. It's like, what is the name of that? Ragdoll. Let those arms dangle in a ragdoll. Yeah. Just letting that upper body be super heavy, while at the same time that lower body is grounding and rooting into the floor. Good. Let's take opposite elbow with the opposite hand. Make a frame for that head. So now your upper body is even heavier, and that might feel really good, like a deeper bend. And maybe you have to bend your knees. That's okay if you need to bend your knees. I'm bending mine now. Oh, it feels good when they bend them, and to forward fold that even more. Good, and then let's just go ahead and release that into that forward fold. We can use those blocks now. Let's inhale and flat back, look forward. So tabletop, exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up nice and big, tall mountain. And then let's exhale it around into a chair. Good, inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive this down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Our right foot stays forward and our left foot goes back into a nice big lunge. Left hand goes on the block, whatever height you want to use, or on the floor, or maybe you're next to a wall, or maybe you're next to your couch, whatever you're using for support. Right leg is forward. We got that nice bend in the knee, and we've got ourselves in our lunge with our spinal twist, breathing it here. Inhaling and exhaling. So good, so strong. This is a challenging one too. Good, bring this to center. Drop our knee to the floor. Uncurl our toe. We take this into crescent on the floor. Reach up through this. So reaching up through our arms. Reaching through our back, through our spine. And then bring ourselves forward, fold ourselves forward. And we're going to take our foot back to meet our other foot to top of plank. Right there, nice strong top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Take our hearts to the floor. Our elbows are right by our torso, right by our rib cage, and then heart lifts up off of the floor, eyes to sky. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog. Breathe in here. Oh my goodness, that sigh felt really good in this down dog. Good, good. Let's lift our right leg up. So take our right leg up into a 3-leg down dog, lifting that up, maybe a little ankle rotation in the air there. And then we're going to bring our leg through, and you can help that leg come through or walk that leg through. Grab your blocks if you want to use your blocks for support here. And we're gonna lift ourselves up into a supported warrior 3. So lifting that back leg up. Oh yeah, that's a lot of work right there. Lifting that back leg up, warrior 3. And then let's go ahead and bring that foot forward to meet the other foot, standing forward fold. So good. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale it around a chair. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Our left foot stays forward. Our right foot goes back into lunge. Right hand on your block floor, wherever you're using for support. And let's spinal twist this over to the left. And breathe. And bring this to center, drop our knee, uncurl our toe, crescent on the floor, reach up through this. So good. And then fold ourselves forward, bring that back up into that lunge, take that foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank, shift our weight, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes, heart to the floor, heart lifts up off of the floor. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog. I want to sigh every time today. It feels really good to sigh in this downward facing dog. Right there, big exhale, so good. Center our weight. Let's lift our left leg up, 3-leg down dog on this side. And then we're gonna bring that left leg forward and through. So you can walk that through, help that through. Grab those blocks. Modified warrior 3 on this other side. So lifting that back leg up. So good. That's a strength move right there. Bring this foot forward, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale it around to chair. Inhale and lifting up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Right foot stays forward. Left foot goes back to lunge. We're going to do everything we just did. We're going to do it again. So let's take this into that nice lunge. Let's open this up. Spinal twist in this wonderful lunge. Yeah, it feels a little better that second time around. Breathe it here. Maybe it might not feel better, but your brain thinks it feels better because we're going down a path we already know. We're going down this path. Bring this back to center, drop our back knee, uncurl our toe, and lift this up. Reach up through that. So good. Lengthening, lengthening. And then bring this forward. Take that foot back to meet the other foot, top of plank. Strong top of plank here. Shift our weight. Drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog. And breathe, or big sigh, whatever is working for you today. Just getting that oxygen. Oh yeah, in and out. Let's center our weight. 3-leg down dog. Right leg is lifting. Good, and let's go ahead and bring this right leg through. Bring that forward. Very nice. I don't know why I threw my blocks away over there. Grab those blocks. Modified warrior 3. Lift that back leg up. Strengthening right there. Strengthening for that core. Strengthening for those glutes. Bring that foot forward. Standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep this up. Exhale around to chair. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Left foot stays forward. Right foot goes back. Right hand on block the floor. Spinal twist this. Open that. Very good. Very nice. And bring this to center. Drop our back knee, uncurl, and reach up through that. And then bring ourselves forward. Take that foot back to meet the other foot. Top of plank. Shift that weight, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog. Breathe this here. Centering that weight. Lift our left leg up. Three-legged downward facing dog. And then let's go and bring this leg through. Walk that through, help that through. Taking those blocks, using them as support as we lift into this modified warrior 3. Back leg lifts. Breathe it here. And bringing that foot forward, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale around a chair. Inhale and lifting up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Both feet back into top of plank. Shift our weight. Drop the fronts of the knees. Uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Yeah, walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold. We're going to do 2 more times like that. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive this down and over. Both feet back, top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Whew. Walk our feet to meet our hands. We've got 1 more time like that. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, dive this down and over. Both feet back, top of plank. Shift our weight, drop the fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, lift and press. Downward facing dog and breathe. Walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale around to chair. Good. Hands to heart. Let's bring our right leg back behind us. Our right heel is lifted. So now we are in a right crescent. We're lifting this, our left leg is forward, but our right leg is back behind us. So yeah, we're in a crescent. Lift this up. Let's open this to a warrior 2. Proud warrior. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I can handle right and left today. I can. We can do this. Knee over towards the toe. Good. Drop our back arm. Take our palm up. Peaceful warrior. Reach through that. So good. My blocks are way over there, and I know I'm going to want to use one for when we get to triangle. It's okay. I can go over and grab it. Good, let's lengthen through that front leg. So both of our legs are now straight. Tilt our hips to the back. And let's take this down into a triangle. I'm gonna grab that block. There we go. That works. Let's open this up. So good. Into this nice triangle and breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Stretching through that inner thigh, stretching through that torso. Feel that nice torso stretch. And then bring this up back into that proud warrior. So back into bending that front knee. Good. We're going to go reverse warrior again, but this time let's bring both of our hands up and lean ourselves back. Oh, goodness. Just that lengthening of that back arm gets a different stretch throughout that torso. And you can hold your hands together if you want, or you can have them into prayer. Very nice. And then back, proud warrior. Good, good. And we can release that front leg again. Walk our back foot in, heel toe, heel toe. And let's take our hands to prayer at low back. All right, so we've had lots of practice with our warrior three today. So guess what we get to do? We get to do the warrior three without support now. So we're going to turn ourselves into our pyramid. Both of our legs are straight and strong. And then from our pyramid, we move ourselves into our balance warrior three. So whatever that looks like for you, it may be you are up on your toe. It may be that you are lifting and lowering, or it may be that you are working on that full balance. Arms can be wherever you want them. They can be on your back, out to the side, off to the front. So again, wherever it feels most supportive for you. Good. And remember, falling out of the pose is just as valuable and as strengthening as staying in it, because that's how our bodies build. And let's shift this or tilt this into standing half staff. Now let's bring that foot down. Tall mountain here. Standing up really tall, reach up through this. Inhale and exhale, dive it down and over. So good. Hold this standing forward fold. Kind of just enjoy it here for a second. Just enjoy the dangle, the dangling. That feels good. All right, everything over on the other side. Now let's inhale and sweep this up. Exhale it around to chair. Bring our hands to heart. Let's go ahead and take that leg back behind us. Left leg. Right leg is in front now. Left heel is lifted. And let's go crescent here. Reach up through this. Strong crescent, strong pose. This is a strong balance pose because our heel is lifted. So we really only have our front foot, front leg is our only stability. So good job. Open this up. Proud warrior, warrior two. Breathing through that. Let's drop that back arm, palm facing up, peaceful warrior. And breathe through that. And then we can straighten that front leg and we can tilt those hips to the back and bring ourselves down to our triangle. Oh yeah, this side feels really good in this triangle. And breathe. Bring ourselves up. Bring this back up. Back into that proud warrior, warrior two. Very strong right here. And then let's go ahead and lean this into that reverse warrior again, but this time have that back arm lifted. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Really good torso stretch, leaning into this. And breathe. And then open that back up, proud warrior. And then you can straighten through that front leg. Walk our back foot in, heel toe. Hands to prayer at that low back. Let's turn this and flat back into pyramid on this side because we're going to go into our warrior three, balance warrior three on this side as well. So let's bring this back leg in or up, wherever your warrior three is working for you. And however you did it on the other side, trying to do that same thing on this side. This is my challenging side. Again, if you're falling out of it, very normal and very much part of the strengthening and the balance. It's a have to, it's a thing that has to happen so that you can get stronger. Breathe it and breathe it. Good, let's go ahead and hinge this up and bring this up into strong half staff right here. And then let's release that leg down. Inhale up tall. Exhale, dive us down and over. Good. Both feet back into top of plank. Very nice. Shift our weight forward, drop to front of the knees, uncurl our toes. Heart goes down, heart lifts up. Curl our toes under, but take ourselves back into a child's pose. Oh yeah. Do you feel that in the front of your shins? I do. Front of my ankles, front of my shins. Wow, so good. And then reaching through those arms, that's really good too. And then I'm feeling it in my sinuses today for some reason. I've got some congestion going on. Ooh, so that's good as well. Just recognizing, again, that body awareness, recognizing, checking in with yourself. Let's take our arms by our sides, palms facing up, elbows dropping off to the side. So now you're a little turtle. Your back rib cage is open and expanding. Oh, and use that breath. That feels good too. Very nice. Hands by our knees. Press ourselves up. Go ahead and grab your strap and then grab whatever you need for final relaxation. Let's do some leg stretching with the strap and then we will relax because you deserve it. So grab that strap, grab your eye pillow, regular pillow, your blankets, whatever you use for relaxation. But let's take that strap and we're going to go ahead and take our strap around our right foot. And yeah, we'll do happy babies pose after. So yeah, use your strap, take it around your right foot. You can lengthen through that left leg. Oh, and pull that right leg, hug that right knee into your chest. Oh, goodness. Wow. Maybe flex through that foot. Maybe a little ankle rotation, if that's working for you. And let's press up through that right heel to the ceiling. Pull our leg towards us. Again, why I love using the band, because that band just allows me to get extra stretch right here in that hamstring and the back of the leg. Let's go ahead and keep our strap in our left hand and let's drop our leg across. Deep spinal twist. Our right arm is out to the side. And if it's available to you to do, maybe you can look to the right. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's too much twisting for your neck. That is okay. Listen to your body and go where it's going to let you go today. Every day is different. Breathe, breathe. Inhale and exhale. So good. Bring this leg back to center. Pull the leg towards us. Bend that other knee. Let's release that strap. Reach behind the foot, behind the knee, and imagine that you can fold that leg right onto your chest and belly. So good sciatic stretch right here. And then let's release that leg. Good. Let's take our strap around our other leg. So around that left foot. Left foot. Right leg is straight. Left knee is being hugged into your chest. Oh, good. Just hug that in. Press up through that heel to the ceiling. Pull our leg towards us. Very nice. Let's keep our strap in our right hand and drop our leg across. Deep twist here. Left arm out to the side. And maybe you can look to the left. Oh man. Maybe not, again, depending on whatever's going on with your spine or your neck or your body, listening to your body. Doing what this is the feel good time. This little final stretching in as we're moving into our relaxation. Breathing deeply. That deep breath should feel good. That expansion of the rib cage, both front and back, and then that contraction. So expanding, contracting. So good. And then bring that leg back to center. Pull the leg towards us, bend it our other leg, release the strap, reach behind the foot, behind the knee, and fold the leg onto the belly or chest. We're gonna go happy baby's pose, and then we're gonna move into final relaxation. Good. So your happy baby's pose, you can take your peace fingers around your big toes. You can take your hands on the outside of your feet. You can take your hands behind your hamstrings and pull it down like this, or you can use your strap and have your strap and be pulling that down like that. So grabbing whatever feels best for you for this happy baby's pose. This is just one final, oh goodness, one final hip stretch, back stretch, super good. And maybe you're rocking a little bit from side to side, or maybe just some stillness. Maybe you're like, all I can do is hold this. Don't ask me to move, but breathe, 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 breathe deeply. And again, if it's very difficult, you can just hold gently behind your hamstrings, behind those knees, and just pull that in, hug that in. That might be enough for you today. But just breathing that. And then let's release one leg and release the other leg. And let's lengthen here. And you have made it. Let's move it into relaxation. Lengthen through our arms towards one end of the room. Reach through our feet, through our legs towards the other end of the room. Breathe it here. Inhale it deeply. And as we exhale, we sink, we settle. Let our feet fall open. Relax, breathing it deeply. So relaxing. Maybe bend those knees. And maybe flatten that spine towards the floor. Hands over to our most comfortable side. Take yourself onto your side. A breath or two here. And press ourselves up. Lift ourselves up. Bringing ourselves up into our seated pose that feels strong and supportive for you. And up, lengthening through our spine, stacking, each vertebrae on top of the other. Did such good work today. Let's inhale and sweep this up. Bring our palms together and exhale, eyes following our fingers. Take our chin to chest. Our head center. Take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today and speak with others, let us speak words of love. And take our hands to heart. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Inhaling it deeply. And exhale. And a big deep inhale. And a big cleansing exhale. And thank you for joining me for the practice today. Have a blessed